Alright, I think we're up and running. So, let's talk about rap battles. We're talking about rap battles today. Well, let's see, because, well, it's kind of a funny story. I was watching some videos of my brother, and we came across a couple rap battles and everything, and we're like, these are dumb. These are so funny and everything. And like, I just like, I was captivated. I was like, you know what? I like rap. Rap battles are funny, so you know, why not talk about them? Mostly, there's just some thoughts I have on them, and they're a little bit absurd for me. Now, I think it's important to start this off by explaining, hey, what is a rap battle? Well, let's go back a little bit, way before anyone who's watching this was born, including myself. Way back in like the 1980s, right? Basically, rapping was, you know, taking the world by storm. Everyone loved it, and it was being performed a lot. And these performers and everything, mostly MCs and everything, they were kind of like, you know, just enjoying their time. And then they were kind of like, hey dude, I think I'm a better MC than you are. Like, I think I have better verses and everything. And like, that's bullshit. Like, I don't believe you. It's like, oh yeah? What are you gonna do about it? So they kind of like, okay, well, you know, I know we can have a friendly competition. So what they would do is, they basically organize this like huge event and everything, and just, you know, get up on a stage and have a bunch of verses written up, and like, okay, yeah, now that's how we're gonna see who's better. We're just gonna see how good our flow is, how good our verses are, and, you know, perform in front of a huge audience. And they got really popular. People loved that. They dug it up, and they continued doing it. They just kept on, you know, having these cool rap battles and everything. And, you know, a lot of them, he's like, you know what, I'm just gonna like start insulting you during this and everything. They, you know, they basically made like, you know, funny little insults. It was friendly competition for the most part and everything. And then they're like, hey, what if we did like freestyle? Oh, Bedrock. Hold on, pausing the rap battle thing real quickly. Resuming rap battle talk. They basically said, hey, what if we did like freestyle and everything? And like, that's a good idea. So they're like, you know what, we're not gonna be doing, you know, some of them now. It's like either freestyle, or you can, you know, have a script of you, like, you know, pre-written lines. And I like freestyle more. I think that's like way more organic and everything, and it's a little funnier too. And I love comedy. Comedy is my favorite thing in the whole wide world, so of course I like freestyle a little more. And I think as a concept it's really great and everything, but then there's to the extent of how it is like more or less treated nowadays. It's more or less a competition for like what's like, or like, you know, kind of like, it's a way to settle beef, but like, you know, not in a way where you have to fight someone, you know, like, oh yeah, let's just, you know, let's just rap instead. You know, if people believe my rhymes are better than yours, then that means I win the argument, and they're like, hey, yeah, that works with me. Which I just find that hilarious. That's such a funny concept to me, because it's like, imagine like you're arguing with someone, right? You have like really bad issues with them. Like maybe your girlfriend, like, you know, cheated on you with this guy and everything. It's like, instead of, you know, getting mad at her and breaking up with her, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get mad at this guy too. So you guys decide to have this whole entire beef and everything, and you're like, you know what? Instead of settling this out like a mature person, I'm gonna have a rap battle of you. Because I do think rap battles are inherently a bit funny and everything, but hey, that's how people settle beef. That's not my place to talk about. So yeah, my fault for calling an immature way to handle it. They kind of almost pause their beef in a way. That's how I see it. It's like, they're like, okay, well, you gotta coordinate this together, because like we're having an event and everything, so we should probably not just, you know, randomly go at each other's throats. We should probably have like a little bit of organization, because I mean, people are flocking in for this. People are going to be tuning into your show and everything. You're gonna want to be presentable with it. Also, Iron, hey, that's nice. So it's kind of like a, yeah, I know I have issues with you and everything, but I think we should, like, you know, organize this. So I find that funny, just like coming together for like this like short little periods to like kind of organize this whole event. And I thought that was, what's it called again? That's really special, you know? Okay, wait, hold on. You know what? I just realized, if you have beef with someone like that, just make a diss track. Yeah, no, like, if it's genuinely serious beef, right? You should probably just make a diss track instead of like trying to host a rap battle. I mean, like, hold on, I don't know if it ever happened, but like, no, yeah. Imagine if like Ice Cube, when he was like mad at the NWA and everything, imagine if he just like made a diss track and everything instead of what? No, hold on, he made a diss track, yes. imagine if instead of doing that, he just like he called up Eazy-E and he's like, hey, you know what? Let's settle this. You, me, we're going here and everything, and we're gonna have a rap battle in front of a bunch of people. And then Ice Cube decides to just, you know, use all of his lines there right in front of him. I think that actually that sounds funnier. I would tune into that. I would totally attend that. That sounds hilarious. I don't know. Okay, yeah, it's just a funny thought. It's just a funny thought. But what's it called again? Yeah, they're really popular, and I think what's it called again? They're not just funny to me. I don't see them only as a joke. I can totally see the importance they have to people and everything. I'm like, it's pretty funny. No, it wasn't funny. They're pretty cool. Yeah, I really like this, like, you know, just like a more enough way to express, you know, rap and everything. And hey, for me at least, you can never have too much rap. Rap battles are a thing now, and you know, time moves on, so you know, things adapt, and rap battles did not really go away. They changed and everything, and they continue to. Oh, huge find. Huge find. Talking about Peak, and we just run into Peak right here. Okay, okay, it's gonna be a big thing. Anyways, I'm gonna try like I'm like drooling at my mouth and everything. Look at these diamonds while I'm talking about rap. Stay on focus as I go ahead and smelt this. Oh shoot! Zombies are nearby. We do not want them getting near my diamonds. But anyways, it's basically as time moves on, rap battles continue to be popular, and then they eventually have an online impact. People begin like, hey, you know what? What if, like, I don't know, just, you know, just like really throwing stuff at the wall here. What if rap battles kind of like did a thing where that's how that works? I really hope that's enough. Okay, that's enough. What if for these rap battles, right? We just, you know, we just make them online and everything. You know, we can host them online and stuff, and then like, oh, that's cool. And then people started saying like things like, oh, well, you know what? What if we could just like, you know, make like these like you know, online skits and everything? Because like the earlier days of YouTube, most of it was live action skits. Like about every bit of YouTube was just a bunch of live action skits. Gameplay videos came like a couple years after that, I'm pretty sure. So people would make like, you know, these rap battles on YouTube and upload them, and they're pretty funny. Most of them were just comedies and everything. And then, you know, it was basically, once again, another form of debate to see who was better, just like original rap battles. And it began to, like, you know, spread a little bit. It began, like, you know, this debate of who's better at this and who's better at that. It began to spread into like, hey, what's it called again? Let's like go into fictional characters a little bit here. Like, hey, like, you know, there's obviously, you know, like, let's think of the debate, like Goku versus Superman. That's an iconic debate. People say who's better, who's stronger, who's faster. And then people were like, hey, what if, like, instead of, like, you know, testing their strength and everything, like a death battle video, let's have them rap battle each other. And see, like, look, when I was saying rap battles were funny, that was like a little bit of truth, but it's also like, you know, like, I don't find them completely funny. But this, on the other hand, like, that genre of video, that is hilarious. That has to be one of the funniest things out there I can think of right now, because, like, just like two characters like remotely similar and everything, or like a debate or something like that. Like, hey, what if they just rap out? Oh, these zombies want some trouble? They want some smoke? There we go. Yeah, these guys can't touch me. They can't touch me, and soon I'm gonna have a diamond blade to counter everything they do. Jesus, I need some. Yeah, I'm gonna need some trees. Anyways, yeah, people began to show off and everything, but make like these characters like, you know, oh yeah, well, yeah, instead of, you know, strength, let's just have them rap battle. Or instead of testing wit, just rap battle, that's, you know, wit of words and everything. So that became a very like popular thing and everything, and honestly, some YouTube channels began like become dedicated to that practice and everything. Just having random characters would, you know, go at each other and everything. I think the most iconic example, I feel like most people know what it is, epic rap battles. That's amazing. ERB. That is, I think, one of my favorite things on the internet for a very long time. I used to dig that stuff up. And there's some pretty funny videos. They basically grabbed any two characters or people who are popular, or like, you know, like obviously popular, but also somewhat related, you know? It's like, I don't want to get into the specific one I think of so quickly, but I just might have to. I just might have to bring them up. And you know, it's like, yeah, if they're similar in any way, if there's a debate between which of them is better, there's going to be a rap battle video on them. I'm telling you that right now. That is basically guaranteed. It's gonna happen. Set in stone. Let's just. Oh, lucky. None of that. Chicken egg, nothing in it. Anyways, right. Basically, these rap battles of these random characters is how people would then say, hey, who's better? Like, imagine, like, you know, like you just hang out with your buddy and everything, and like you're talking about characters, like, oh, I think this character's better. I'm like, well, you know what? Your character lost in a rap battle. What is your comeback to that? Like, what is your defense to your goat? And you can't really say much of anything, and ooh. That's not right. Oh god. That's not right. Anyways, yeah, basically, that's how people would decide who is better for a very long time, aside from, like, you know, the obvious, like, oh, hey, you know, like a death battle or something. And I like rap battles more. I enjoy that so much more. It's just, it's fucking hilarious. That's what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what they call that? The cool kids call that fucking awesome. That's what they call that. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Epic Rap Battle. I thank Epic Rap Battles personally for that one. Alright, I think it's about time we it's about time I discuss the elephant in the room. Hitler versus Darth Vader. Oh my goodness. Yeah, honestly, I think that's like the nail in the coffin to me, that a lot of these videos are satire. Oh my goodness, it's peak. Honestly, I can't lie and say, like, what's it called? Like, hey, who are two really evil people? So they grab, you know, Darth Vader. Then they, like, who's someone who's also an evil dictator of mass proportions? And they thought, oh, Adolf Hitler. Like, sure. It was a different time. It really, I mean, like, probably wasn't even a decade ago, honestly. Like, I would just, like, honestly, like, I would say it was probably around, like, not even a decade, like, probably just over a decade ago. But yeah, it really was a different time back then. Oh, wow. Straight outside. No, thank you. So, it was probably, like, less, like, of a thing to be like, oh, wow, you just have Hitler in your video. They had some guy dressed up and everything. Like, it's like, you know, wearing a swastika on his arm. He wore, like, a peace sign, I think. It was so... Oh my god, it is such a stupid video. I'm not gonna say it's good, it's stupid. And I like stupid like that. I'm a very simple person. Goodness gracious, honestly, like, rightfully, Vader is a much better rapper than Adolf Hitler. Yeah, there's 3 parts to it. That's how positive the reception was to it. The Epic Rap Battles made 3 parts to that piece of media, and the third part is pretty funny because they all have, like, a chronological story to it, and I'm like, that's stupid. Go off. Keep doing that. That's great. I'm so happy. So yeah, it's had a lot of media impact for the better and worse. I frankly consider Adolf Hitler versus Vader to be one of the so examples. It's complicated as the subject of one of those people would be. I won't say who. I hope your deduction skills can help you figure out who's more controversial among those two. What else have rap battles done? Oh, they what's it called again? Video games. Yeah, no. What's it called again? Yeah, other pieces of media and everything. Video games became a thing of rap battles as well. Specifically, I think, like, honestly, just the form of competition and alone was what made rap battles so popular, because people love competitions. I love competitions. And I guess that kind of works with video games too. Yeah, like a room game and everything. You just go against someone else. That has been made before. Yeah, Friday Night Funkin'. Great example of rap battles just becoming a video game. It's once again basically a completely satire concept. Really well executed. I really adore that game's art style and everything. It looks so charming. It's such a cute little game. Well, not really little anymore. It's pretty massive. Has a pretty big modding fan base. I think the mods are funny for that game. Because 90% of the mods and everything, it's like the characters get really angry at you while you're rapping against them. It's like I love that level of like what's it called, accidental comedy to like a character getting really angry over a rap battle and everything. I think that even happens in base game too. Yeah, like a schoolboy, he gets really mad at you and starts like, you know, talking shit about you and your girlfriend right in front of her, and it's like it's pretty funny. Who needs fruitful content? We have the mines. The mines. What are you doing listening to that mumble gangster crap? You must mine, boy. Go to the trenches. Go to the caves. They yearn for you and you yearn for them. You must dig the hole. Diggy diggy hole. Diggy the hole. Goodness gracious. I need to get out of this. I need to get out of this mine. I need to get out of here. Can't stop digging. I just can't stop. Okay, I'm stopping digging now. Let's go home. I could totally make these videos shorter and everything, given like I don't talk about the subject for more than like 15 minutes and everything. Depends. Time is difficult to tell while I'm recording. I don't have a clock around me. I'm just kind of like in a vacuum of space and everything. It's like, how long has it been? It could be like 2 hours. It feels like 15 minutes. Let's go out there. Where are those monsters? There you are! This is our blade! Blacked! Yeah! Yeah! Oh, that's great. Yeah, I don't know why, but like, rap battles are like really popular among like content creators and everything nowadays. Especially like content forums and everything. Like you'll just see like random, like the most like obscene stuff ever, like Elsa Gate. Oh shoot! They're surrounding me. Oh shoot! I gotta get out. So much of them. Oh my goodness. You know, you see like Elsa Gate videos and everything like nowadays. So people like rap battling, or the dumb stuff. A common theme I see is over getting a girl. Rap battles is basically like Need for Speed. No, not Need for Speed. I don't know. What? Okay, what's that? It's Fast and Furious and Need for Speed. I don't know. I don't watch racing movies. But it's basically that. But instead of like driving to impress a girl, you're singing like really corny verses to someone and everything. It's really... Yeah, rap battles are pretty funny when it comes to like... When it comes to competing for dumb stuff, honestly. I feel like the more you stray away from rapping to see like who's better at like what's it called again, like verses or flow, the further it gets away from rapping, the more funny it, the more obscene it is. Cause like I don't know why, like why would, okay hold on, why like what's it called again? If two people are rapping over you, like to see like you know who like you would date or anything, why would you agree to that? Why would that be a deciding factor of like who you're gonna go out with and everything? I mean, okay, yeah. I mean, Lord forbid a girl has hobbies. Lord forbid. If that's how you swing. That's how you swing. I can respect that, honestly. Dude, I don't think a single monster can kill me. I think I'm really unkillable. I think we can go to the Nether and kill the Ender Dragon. I'm talking like right now, by the way. Not even a second in. I think people like, yeah, people have definitely made rap battles of creepypastas too. Yeah, horror characters rap battling is also extremely hilarious, like Slenderman and Herobrine going off on each other. Because I mean, like, come on, is Slenderman gonna rap battle with fucking Herobrine? No, that would never happen. But honestly, I kind of like the concept, and I prefer it existing over it not existing. Hey, Small Pie, I think you're really lame. What rhymes with lame? Small Pie, I think you're really lame. You pissed the bed, I think you should take the blame. Yeah, and then like you hear like everyone cheering and everything. they're cheering because I'm against Small Pie. No, they all thought the rap was ass, but like, I mean, anyone but Small Pie. Am I right, guys? Am I right? Yeah, up top. You think most like old rappers who like make diss tracks and everything kind of look back and like cringe a little at their old diss tracks and everything? Like, okay, like me personally, right? Like, hold on, like, you know, if you were like around, like, what's it called? If you made stuff like 30 years ago, and like, you know, what's it called? A lot of it was questionable. You said a lot of stuff because it's a different time and everything, and then you look back on it, like, or you know, 30 years later, and you're like, wow, I don't know why I said that. I did not have to say that to that person and everything. Just look back completely and kind of like, that's kind of uncalled for. You know what? I think that makes it better. If you're like, if your dissing was uncalled for, like a low blow, that's kind of better and everything. I think shock value and rap battles is really, yeah, that's something you should go for. That's something you should go for. I'm totally a rap battle coach. I'm a professional rapper, guys. That about wraps it up. Genuinely, rap battles are very great. They've been around for a very long time too, almost like 50 years, honestly. Yeah, if it's like, yeah, if it is 2025. They've been around for almost, that is crazy. And they're still going strong, they're still going very strong. I'll be in like a very different light and everything. Yes, look at this fucking sunset. Very different light than before and everything, but honestly, I'm kind of chill about it. I kind of like modern rap battles and older rap battles too. They both have the pros, their flaws and everything. I love them all for it. And yeah, honestly, that about concludes it. And as the sun sets now, look off to the night. All I can think about is my longing to have rap battles all of a sudden. Alright guys, well, yeah, about wrapping it up, I really hope you guys have an amazing week. I'm really happy to be back and making more videos. If you enjoyed the subject, let me know, and if you have any other things you want to see me talk about on a Let's Talk, be sure to comment down below. Yeah, I think that about wraps it up. I'll see you guys later. You guys have an amazing week.